He's experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or two?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the need.
Warren, please.
Fine.
You're questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that, too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines. But I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like Layla?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down. And then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine. But I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. It's bad enough we have to traipse through all of these useless memories.
I'll do what I can.
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
We're done for today, Mr. Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
Damn it, they locked the door. Gotta say, that's a little creepy, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education, re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it, then?
Now that would be telling.
Use vigilantes you have freed to block your pursuers and break their line of sight.
I am alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassins fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassins have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
looks like he's being chased by someone.
When will he stop acting like a fool? Is there a reason for this nonsense?
I know what I saw. Musoon opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Muallim.
I can't. Masoon did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masoon's accomplice.
He's disappeared. Hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Oh, how frightful that would have been.
Was that absolutely necessary?
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
That's what happens when you run without looking.
What are you doing?
I see the way you look at me. Hear the things you say. A traitor! I'm not a traitor! It's Al-Mualim who's betrayed us! You'll see! Soon, all your eyes will be opened to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between this world and a new one. A better place where all might live as equals. But men like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed. Today's attack was but the first. And more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies. I do not wish to be disturbed. Be gone, pest! You should not have done that! Enough! I yield! I yield!
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our Brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. You must be busy. I understand. You must be busy. I understand. Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. You must be busy. I understand. Such wild swings would give your enemy an opening.
That man seems to be in a hurry. What would make someone move so quickly?
Countering a strong attack will leave your enemy vulnerable. Finish him by breaking his legs, or by killing him.
Quite the spectacle. I wonder...
Whoa. Whoa, I should kill you for that!
You're mine!
Take you down! You will not get away from me!
Good job. Just an old man.
You can create diversions with dead bodies. Soldiers will leave their posts to investigate them, allowing you to enter the area they were guarding.
Do that again and I'll call the guard.
Foolish old man. Whoa.
Please, I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this?
Death to the infidel! Infidel die! May God have mercy on your soul. Get him!
Thank you, my boy. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
Who could have done such a thing?
Finest wares in all the land. You are wise, which is why you come to me. Could I interest you in some of my wares? You'll find everything here. Come, people. Come see what I have to offer. I have many things, too many things. We can do whatever we wish. Finest wares in all the land.
You can apologize for that.
Come, people. Come see what I've to offer. You won't believe your eyes.
South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake.
You won't find battle prizes anywhere.
To meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. Praise be Salahadin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next, people.
Which is why you come to me.
Before it has a chance to begin.
I am at your service.
That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed.
I have many things. Could I interest you in this thing? No? Well, there's more. Much more. I am at your service. I've got what you need. I'm sure of it. Finest wares in all the land. You like? You won't find battle prices anywhere. Listen here, citizens. If you're tired of shopping, such a strange man.
Do you understand?
Yes. I am to deliver the letter to your merchant friend.
And you know who to see?
The same man as always.
Do not think to betray my presence in this city. We have many eyes, many ears.
And many arms, yes. Good for silencing those who say too much. I know this well. You have my word.
Good. Then be quick about it. Time is short.
Could I interest you in this maybe? No? Well, there's more. Much more. Come see what I have to offer. Everything's new. Everything perfectly priced.
Deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. What is that man thinking?
Odd. Why would he do that? Why is he doing that?
Is there a reason for him to do that?
What's wrong with it?
You ever see someone do that before?
I have.
I don't understand what he's trying to accomplish.
Let go of me!
Die, thief!
Let go of me! I've done nothing wrong!
Altair, it is good to see you, and in one piece. You as well, friend. I am sorry for your troubles. Think nothing of it. A few of your brothers were here earlier, in fact. Oof, if you'd heard the things they said, I'm certain you'd have slain them where they stood. It's quite all right. Yes, you've never been one for the creed, have you? Is that all? I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget myself. What business brings you to Damascus?
A man named Tamir. Al-Muallim takes issue with the work he does. I meant to end it. Now tell me where to find him.
Surely you remember how to track an enemy.
Of course. Learn where he will be and when. But that sort of work is best left for... I understand.
Go and search the city, determine what he's planning and where he works. Preparation makes the victor.
What can you tell me of him?
Tamir makes his living as a black market merchant, so the souk district should be your destination. I would suggest you seek out the following places. A small souk northeast of here, the madrasa to our east, and in the gardens north of this bureau. Focus on these places and he should become well known to you.
I assume you want me to return to you when this is done.
Yes. Come back to me. I'll give you Al-Muallim's marker and you'll give us Tamir's life.
As you wish.
Remember, Altair, if you find yourself in trouble and the city turned against you, return to the Bureau. I can shelter you from the storm. Be warned though, if your enemies are too close, my door will remain closed until you've lost them. Do you understand?
Yes. To bring the enemy inside would compromise the Brotherhood.
Very well. Off you go. The market district should be your first stop. Tamir is quite well known there. I'm sorry, I tend to go on sometimes.
It was just before Hattin. The Saracens were low on food and in desperate need of resupply. But there was no relief. Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Please, someone do something.
See anything you like? Steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! Your service. You've no reason.
You're hurting
your life
Die,
infidels!
Your life ends now.
Maybe you haven't noticed.
Stop running!
Already lost.
You wish to die, so be it.
Saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Over here! Down, infidel! I'll get you!
Live good and well. Never
Do not do that again.
Like what you see? Anything useful at the other merchant? You, sir.
I give up. He's gone. Like what you see? You ever see someone? Only look! Don't touch!
I knew he did.
Hey! You look familiar. He just ran into someone. I knew he'd hit his blind. You've something to say? Something? Go away!
ردوها علي!
انفدال! انفدال!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
What?
What happened?
Everywhere! What? Waiting! He helps us always! Be strong!
Ah. He just ran right into someone.
You think your God cares what happens to you?
Please!
Hey!
You're hurting me!
You look familiar!
اغرب عن وجهي.
Infidel! Die here!
God, Karen! Man wants
Stop this before someone gets hurt.
He's not the last of them. I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances.
What happened
I'll
here?
hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it.
Well, there's more. Much more. Come, people.
Who could have done such a thing?
You won't believe your eyes.
What's that?
What happened here?
I am at your service.
Help me! Somebody help me!
I've got what you need. I'm sure of it.
Help!
Take a look. See
Please
if
help!
I'm right. You've no reason to stand here. Come see what I have to offer.
اغرب عن وجهي.
Infidel! You will die here!
Come, people. Come see what I've to offer. You won't believe your eyes.
You came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me. What happened to him?
I'll help in any way I can.
Oh no, what happened?
You are wise, which is why you've come to me.
Be wary, friends! The Shaitan is everywhere! Watching, waiting!
He tempts us always. Be strong. Strong like Salahadin. And take up arms against our enemies. In whatever way you can.
Oh my.
The fires of war consume the land. And thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy. But I say, this is an honor. To die in service to God. Fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. Praise be Salahadin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness?
So, how did you manage to do it?
Oh, it wasn't easy, my friend. No, not at all. Cursed merchant caught me trying to steal from him. Called for help.
I can't imagine the gods were pleased.
At least a dozen of them appeared. All well armed and spoiling for a fight.
What did you do?
I ran, over, under, and through the crowd. Knocked over a few stalls for good measure. But they kept coming.
Then how did you escape?
With a little help from my friends.
What do you mean?
There's a couple of my brothers who gather around the southeastern exit of the souk. They let me pass and then turned their attention towards the guards. Kept them distracted while I got away. Without their help, I wouldn't be here right now.
Strong like Salahadin, and take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor. To die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next.
Your presence annoys me.
End this.
As Tamir drove his caravan north, he came across the Saracen leader and his starving men. Most fortunate for them both, each having something the other wanted.
He should stop acting like a child.
Tamir drove a caravan in those days between Damas and Jerusalem. But recent business had been poor. It seemed there were none in Jerusalem who wanted what he had, fruits and vegetables from nearby farms. Some say, were it not for Tamir, Salahadin's men would have surely turned on him. Could be we won the battle because of that man. How dare you!
You seem to know quite a bit about Tamir. Tell me what he's planning.
I know only the stories I tell, nothing more.
A pity. There's no reason to let you live if you've nothing to offer in return.
Wait! There is one thing.
Continue.
He is preoccupied as of late. He oversees the production of many weapons.
What of it? They're meant for Salah ad-Din. This does not help me, which means it does not help you.
No, stop, listen! Not Salah ad-Din. They're for someone else. The crests these arms bear, they are different, unfamiliar. It seems Tamir supports another, but I know not who.
Is that all?
Yes. I've told you everything I know.
Then it's time for you to rest.
All right, where are you? Such a strange man.
Altair, welcome!
I've done what you asked. Now give me the marker.
First things first. Tell me what you know.
Tamir rules over the Souk El Salah. He makes his fortune selling arms and armor and is supported by many in this endeavor. Blacksmiths, traders, financiers. He's the largest death dealer in the land.
And have you devised a way to rid us of this blight?
A meeting is being arranged at Souk El Salah to discuss an important sale. They say it's the largest deal Tamir has ever made. He'll be distracted with his work. That's when I'll strike.
Your plan seems solid enough. I give you leave to go. Let Al-Mualim's will be done. You may rest here until you are ready.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.